Hey yo, what's up? Maji here, and welcome to another Monday Night Mix-Up. And today we are going to be checking out the latest release from NewJeans, and it is entitled How Sweet, which I believe is the title track of their album. Um, so yeah, uh, let's just get right to it and let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go with How Sweet. So many like sticker type things. This is the point of view of a dog. Oh yeah, it is. Interesting sound effects there. Ooh. Very groovy. Coca-Cola. Oh, kinda like that line. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm liking this chorus. We're still getting those like record squeaks. Oh, I like that. Why do I like the biting an apple so much? A line so much. Ooh. I gotta check out the dance practice of this sometime. Love the blending there. Ooh. This POV thing. The animals. Oh, what was that? Ooh, bug. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we're ending with that. Bunch of ducks. Folk Studio. That explains the product placement. Okay, so yeah, that was How Sweet by NewJeans, and uh wow. Uh like I really like that because for some reason or for uh certain reasons, this song sounded quite nostalgic to me. It gave me that vibe, and basically, uh, there's a lot of weird stuff going on in the video. But aside from that, the song itself, uh, how do I describe it? It's very casual, very laid back, but uh, it does like bring me back to like this, shall I say, simpler time. So it gives me the feel of like the time when I was like younger. Although there are times when it feels like an era that's like older than my own, like before I was born, I guess, because it's giving me some kind of like late 80s, early 90s vibes, maybe, or maybe even older than that. I don't know. When do we get the like the laser sounds and the synth? Uh, Actually, I'm not so sure if they're laser sounds or if they're like distorted record scratches. But that's kind of what it sounds like to me. Of course, when I say late 80s, early 90s, I mean that's like when that sort of music made its way to my country. So we're a little bit behind here in my country. That might just be like firmly in the 80s and not 90s at all. But yeah, uh, you know, back then music tends to take its time to make its way to other countries. So for me, that's late 80s, early 90s. Because I kind of listened to that growing up. I couldn't really name any sort of artist, but like it's what my parents put on in the stereo at home, right? And then, yeah, we just got this like very, very casual, friendly, cozy feel to the whole MV, and it just makes you all warm and fuzzy inside, I guess. Anyways, yeah, let's go through that again, and I feel like pointing out some of the weird things. So yeah, here we go. Let's click replay here. So first of all, you have this like dog POV with the heavy breathing, not breathing, panting from the dog. And then here, can you hear that? That's like, I think it is sort of like electro synth, like laser sounds going on. So it's not the distorted record scratching. I thought it might have been at one point, but yeah, now it sounds like sort of like, yeah, something you'd hear in a computer game from way back when, or an arcade game. Yeah. Yeah, the Coke bottle there. I don't know why, but that line just gets me. Like, I don't know why the phrase biting an apple reminds me of my younger days. But somehow it does. That's where I first got the feeling of nostalgia, this particular line. That, to me, that imagery is nostalgic. Like, Maybe it's because I don't eat apples that much anymore. Maybe it's because the fact that uh, my friend group and I were so close back then that we would bite from a single apple. We would pass it around. That's how close we were. But yeah, I love that line. And then this. Then we go into the chorus. Hmm. We get swallowed by a frog there. And go out in here. Like, were we just digested by a frog and expelled out here into, like, I don't know, this, like, because we went through that, this kind of makes me think that this is like where the sewer system comes out the other end or something like that. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, it looked like the frog ate us, we were digested, and now we're here. Oh, I always love Heron's lines in MVs. Oh, this line. Okay, the way that was delivered also kinda reminds me of something. I just can't put my finger on it. Like something, I don't know, but that also felt so nostalgic once again. Uh Basically, but I love how that line is delivered. Let's listen to that again. Love that. There we go again. The apple. We always have that laser sounds over there. Okay, I really love the, like, this second part of the chorus. I like the blending in the second voice, for the, yeah, how sweet it tastes, right? So going into the second part of the chorus, I prefer that over the first part of the chorus, I guess. Yeah, I just really like the blending on that second voice. Here we go. Now we get into the bridge. And we're getting this POV from a car below. And then, like, is this a POV of a bird? Yeah? Of course, that's most likely just a drone. Then they put something in front of the, that would peek out at the bottom of the camera. Who was that trying to do like a cartwheel? Oh, I went back too far. Oh well. It's Minji, right? Then we have a bug over here. Like, what is it with the animals and insects in this MV. Like we have these weird shots with them and like, well, this is not like POV of the bug, but more like we do get a quite the close up, well, silhouetted close up. Is that like a real bug that Hanny is gonna flick in a second? I don't know.
And don't you know how sweet
Ooh,
it tastes? Yeah, don't you know how sweet it tastes? Yeah, don't you know how sweet it tastes? Now
by the way,
that
uh, for this MV, the the one who really grabs my attention is Hani, basically. Um, like I really like her new hairstyle in this one. Um, although for some reason I didn't quite like it that much in Bubblegum, but I guess in between Bubblegum and How Sweet, her hair grew just a tiny little bit longer. Uh, I don't know. I'm not quite sure if it did grow longer, but I'm really thinking this was probably shot after the Bubblegum MV, and so her hair is just a little bit longer, and like I feel like the the raggedy fraying style looks so good on her right now. I don't know. Yeah, but she's been really grabbing my attention whenever she's in the center, and she is in the center quite a bit. For this MV.
I'm without you. 어떤 오지 않을래. 알려주지 않아도 돼. Why don't you know how sweet it tastes? Now that I'm without you. Toxic lover, you know better. 거기 숨지 말고 빨리 나와. You let it in in my storyline. 더 나가면 더 얼른 나가버려. Toxic lover, you know better. 거기 숨지 말고 얼른 나와. You little demon in my storyline. 더 나가면 더 be you.
Okay. Um, can someone please help me out and tell me who does those lines? The toxic lover lines. Uh, there are two of them. That those are two distinct voices, I think, at the end there. Or maybe it might even be more if like different people also did the toxic lover line earlier on. Uh, pretty sure one of them is Danielle, right? Not sure who the other one is. Uh, but yeah, I'd really like to know. I like that sort of like whispered kind of, not exactly whispered, but like a hushed kind of melodic rap. It sounds very interesting, very intriguing. Okay, I think part of the reason why Hani catches my attention so much, like I can actually see it here, um, is probably because of the hats. Hani doesn't wear a hat throughout the whole video, I don't think. The others at different in different scenes, they're wearing different kinds of hats, and it kind of obscures their face at certain points, and so like they don't have as much impact for me facial expression wise. Meanwhile, with Hani, we can see all her facial expressions. So I guess that's partially the reason why. I get that the hats are like for style purposes. Um, but for me, it just detracts a bit from the uh facial expressions. Like I really like looking at facial expressions, especially when they're doing choreography. I'm more of a like holistic that way. I usually go for I'm the big picture. So one detail being good is not just for me, I guess. I like it when we see all the details and they mesh together really, really well. And so, yeah, I prefer seeing like everything that's going on. Uh, yeah, the hats are cool and all. Like, um, actually, I really like the one that Hien was wearing at the starting. The sort of like I don't even know how to describe that. I'm not a fashion expert, but Hien's white hat over here, this one is like to me is like really good. Um, doesn't detract as much as like the other more uh uh the caps with the larger brims, I guess. I don't even know the parts of a hat, but yeah, I like the hat of Hien over here. Anyways, are we talking about uh fashion right now? Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, actually, fashion wise, it actually feels like a mishmash of many things. So it doesn't exactly feel like a certain era. I feel like they're just going for something retro fashion wise. Like it doesn't feel like it's from that era, but it feels like they're calling back to that era. Something like that. Either way, like I really really like the styling in this MV. It like I said, it gives a lot of nostalgia, uh, while still feeling kind of fresh. The way New Jeans really is. Like for me, New Jeans MVs usually give me that feeling of nostalgia, but they still feel fresh and modern uh, at the same time. Overall, this is a really really vibey MV for me. Most likely, it will probably go onto my chill playlist though, rather than my vibe playlist, as I do listen to my chill playlist more often. And yeah, it's like a really nice song to listen to when you want to just kick back, relax, maybe uh, just hang out somewhere during the summer. And yeah, so I think that's it for my reaction to New Jeans House Sweet MV. And yeah, we'll just wrap it up and end it right here. So, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, feel free to check out my Patreon, where I also post reactions to longer form content, more casual content, most of which is available for free. You can probably see the titles pop up here on the side. There's also some bonus perks set aside for those who are kind enough to subscribe, such as access to my K drama and anime reactions, which, incidentally, you can also access for free for 7 days, as that is tier 1 of my Patreon and it has a 7-day free trial. So you might want to, well, try that out. Also, higher tiers of my Patreon get various levels of early access depending on the tier, as well as priority when it comes to recommendations. But don't get too fussed about all that. Like I said, most of the stuff on my Patreon is available for free. So don't be afraid to check it out. The link to my Patreon is in the description down below, as well as a link to a spreadsheet where you can more easily navigate and access the said free content on my Patreon. So you might want to start with that first. The link to that is also in the description down below. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me on this very uh, um, wonderful and intriguing journey with NewJeans. Until next time, have a great day, everyone, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.